guys, the other After Khan here. This is Road to Becoming UFC Champion 521 episode 34. So yeah, we got a bunch of videos to make. I think the last video on the Road to Becoming UFC Champion series I think I made was about like 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago I think. So yeah, it's definitely been a little bit, mainly because I didn't have too much to update. I was injured for a little while, so I know you guys, I told you guys about that in the last video. And I also was, just trying to get my strength back up, getting back my conditioning, and stuff like that. But the schedule is a little bit different now. It's starting to get different. It's really going to change this next week because I'm starting up, I think, jiu-jitsu in this next week. Next week I'm going to probably start up jiu-jitsu. So I have wrestlings on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and jiu-jitsu's, I'm not really sure when jiu-jitsu will be on the days, but it's going to be also probably like 2 days of the week. Plus, I'm not going to go live right away with jiu-jitsu. My dad told me not to because I'm going to be in the adult class, and I'm still a little small, and the adults are still pretty big compared to me. I'm only like 5'7" at like 130 pounds right now, like almost 129, 28, something like that. So, this is just the tea that I usually drink. I've said it a lot before, but yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So it's gonna be 4 days a week of actual hard training, and then the other 2 days of the week are gonna be, oh, yo, chill. There's like look at this. This is a big storm outside my crib. I don't know if y'all can see, but look at that, bro. It's coming down. It's coming down. So, freaking the light's tweaking out behind me. Hopefully we don't lose power because I have to edit this video and get it up by tonight. This guy has to do that right now, bro, but anyways, yeah, so 4 days of the week hard training, and the other 2 days are going to be lifting. And I'm also, on the days I'm lifting, going to be doing like a HIIT workout or like my striking training or like sprints one of the days. I'm still figuring out a proper schedule because I'm not going to lie, my schedule, I've never really gone by a set schedule for training. I know it's a good thing to do, and I really want to, I'm going to take the time now to actually make a schedule because my schedule usually is just 3 days a week lifting and then 3 days a week of like actual, 3 days of the week lifting. In those, on the days I'm lifting, I'm also doing like a HIIT workout with sprints or something like that on the days I'm lifting. And then the other 3 days or 4 days are usually like an actual fight training, wrestling or something like that. But I usually don't have like a set day I do those things. I kind of just do it whenever throughout the week, and it's not really good. And I really want to get a schedule down to where it's like, okay, Monday, let's say I'm weightlifting and I'm doing sprints. Tuesday I go wrestle. Wednesday I'm going to go do jiu-jitsu, stuff like that. I really want to have a good set schedule because that's just a good way to keep consistent and have discipline. And this guy is so loud. I have to close that because if not, it's going to annoy me, and I get really annoyed when I, recording videos and shit like that's happening. It's really annoying. But yeah, pretty much that's the schedule. That's what it's going to be looking like. Like I said, I'm going to take time to write it down, figure it out, because I still am trying to add new training stuff, There's just still so much now. But this summer is pretty much, also, I'm back to doing swimming. I'm back to swimming. That's another big thing. I'm back to swimming. Pretty much I'm swimming like at least maybe 3-4 times a week now because it's summertime now, it's hot. It's like right now I'm speaking, it's like 90 something degrees, especially in this room. It's hot as balls right now, but even outside it's like 93 or something. So summer's here, summer's hitting, so I'm gonna be swimming like 3-4 times a week like I did last year. And swimming honestly is really good for a fighter. You guys can Google the benefits. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you. I'm sure some of you guys know, but yeah, so swimming is also going to be a part of it. So yeah, it's definitely getting crazy now, the schedule. But this summer is just going to be wrestling and jiu-jitsu pretty much this entire summer. Obviously, for the long-time viewers of this channel, you guys know my specialty is kickboxing with, boxing, Muay Thai, and all that. That's my specialty. I'm a striker. And, wrestling I've also been pretty good at. I started wrestling around 6 years ago. So yeah, wrestling is also a pretty strong base. The only piece that I really am missing is jiu-jitsu. I haven't done a single class of jiu-jitsu in my life. I've done I know some of the basics from my dad because he's just, given me, some of the tips, some of the basics on, like the guard, how to get out the guard, and, the basic shit. But yeah, so that's pretty much for training. And now I also wanted to ask answer your guys' questions. People, been asking me, when am I gonna fight? Like, when's the first fight? Like, guys, I still have a lot of time before I have my first fight, mainly because in the state that I live in, I'm not gonna say what state I live in because I know some of you guys are weird out there. So yeah, I'm not gonna say the state I live in, but the state I live in allows, or I have to be 18 to do MMA, start my amateur, to start my career, start amateur, make my debut, and all that. I have to be 18. I can't do it any younger. If I could, I would. I would literally go in there right now if I could, but I can't. And all the states around me also, like, other states near me, they also have the same rule. There's, I don't remember where it is, but there's one state and it's fucking forever away from me. It's like literally across the United States from where I live. It's literally across from me, so I can't even go there. So, I kind of gotta wait till I'm 18, and that's perfectly fine because, in this next year and a half, because I turned 18 like a year and a half from now. So February of 2027, I believe, that's when I'm gonna be 18. So, we got a year and a half, but that's perfectly fine because I can use that time to get so much better in jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and striking, and conditioning, get my entire thing going in this year and a half. So this next year and a half is going to be literally just solely dedicated to just training. It's literally going to be train, eat, sleep, repeat, like Khabib says. It's literally going to be that. Because after this summer as well, once I'm done this summer, I'm going to be strictly wrestling 5 days of the week because this summer is going to be jiu-jitsu and wrestling, a little bit of a mix. And then this summer, or this winter, this entire season is going to be just 5 days a week wrestling and then competition on like Saturday. So it's like 6 days a week technically wrestling. So it's this entire winter is going to be me completely, focusing on wrestling. As I told you guys, that's my goal for 2025 is to become a really good wrestler. That way, when I go into MMA, my wrestling base is going to be even stronger than, how it is right now, which is, it's good. My base is good, but obviously there's always room for improvement. You've got to improve, and you should never be like, oh, I'm really good at this, or I'm really good at that. I mean, like, yeah, I am really good at this, but I need to improve, and there's always going to be room for improvement, no matter how good you are. So, yeah, and then after this wrestling season, so starting like in March of 2026, once the wrestling season's over, I want to, I'm going to go straight back into jiu-jitsu, do jiu-jitsu until probably the next wrestling season starts. So yeah, this September preseason starts. So yeah, once September hits, I'm gonna be solely just wrestling this entire year. It's just gonna be wrestling. That's all it's gonna be. All of 2025 and the little bit of 2026 is just gonna be strict wrestling. That's pretty much the goal. Holy jeez, yo, it's coming down. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Yo, what happened to the boy? What happened to my boy outside who was, damn. Nah, my boy went inside. Jeez, bruh. You see that? Yo, my window's open. Hold up. Yo. Yo, it is coming down. Bro, that's crazy. That randomly just happened. Alright, well, yeah, it's gonna be oh, my chicken. The chicken should be okay. They probably went inside their coops, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of this video. What a way to end it, huh? Crazy ass storm just started. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bro, I was gonna end the video, but y'all gotta see this. This whole tree just came down. Yo, look at that. This storm is cray-cray. It is not messing around. Like, dude, it was sunshine and rainbows, now it's this. Oh my god, I'll see you guys later.